G'day Australia. I'm Chris Hogan from BeachCity Life, and we've just attended an event with a Q&A with Mark Sowerby, Queensland's chief entrepreneur, at the Gold Coast Yacht
Forum.
Well, IT Forum, but the Gold Coast Yacht Club, which has a beautiful view. But sorry, you can't see it. I'm here with Rossco. How you go, Rossco?
I'm good, Chris. Yourself?
So Rossco Paddison.
Yeah,
Paddison.
That's good enough pronunciation.
Yeah. Beautiful, got it. Where are you from?
Presently, Tweed heads, and I've been there since I was 3 years old. Long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've got a co-working space down in Tweed, and also a crowdfunding startup that I'm working on, which is fun. And I've had a great night here tonight. IT Forum have done a good job putting it on, and Opman Tech supporting them. Yeah. It's been an epic event.
Yeah, no, it has, and look, we filmed that, so you can go watch that.
Yeah, worth watching.
But apparently the sound wasn't awesome, so I was told after the fact. Sorry, guys. But mate, how's the co-working space going? You said you've got a few people in there. How many you got in there, and how many more are you looking for?
Yeah, we've got 17 sets of keys out floating around with people who are hot desking already. Our capacity is about 150, so we've got a huge space down there in Tweed. We've got...
And whereabouts is it?
It's literally 50A Wharf Street, Tweed Heads. It's like main drag. We're 7 minutes walk to the beach, 8 minutes to the airport in the car, 20 minutes to Robina in the car. So it's pretty close and accessible. Tweed actually is an epic lifestyle location. It's really close to everything by car, but it's also super quiet and plenty of cool beaches.
Yep. Sure is. Yeah, one of the most famous beaches in the world, and famous surf breaks in the world, which is Snapper Rocks, and I'm sure you've heard about that if you watch the world surfing tour. So, I had a quick question about. So how's the internet there? Good.
Well, it's Australia, and we're a little bit behind Kenya.
Yeah. Far out.
Yeah. Look, I mean, right now we've literally got NBN getting rolled out down our street any week now, so it's improving.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
and I think it's important for you guys to know that, because it is happening. NBN is actually rolling out. It's rolling out in our street too, which is really great, for businesses. And I don't want businesses to feel hamstrung by it. So, what are some of the things that you've got done to get around that? Are you running 4G connections, or have you doing that at home, or you're just running your ADSL2, or what's going on?
Yeah, we've got a couple of ADSL2s, and we've got a 4G and backup and all sorts of stuff. But I actually don't find that internet speeds is the main challenge. I think people use the internet and infrastructure challenge as an excuse. To be perfectly honest. I mean, if someone wants to upload a video and they've got half a brain, they'll set it at an off-peak time, and they'll do smart things. And we have a lot of people with a lot of great capacity to figure that out. So the complaining usually is just because we're impatient. It's not because the infrastructure doesn't work. Yeah,
exactly. And that's what I was going for. Thanks very much, Rossco. So I had another great question, and I've forgotten what that is. But, okay. So co-working spaces, we went to the precinct, feels like 2 weeks ago, probably only a week ago. And one of the great things that they were saying was happening in that space was the collisions. So are there any cool collisions happening in your space between, some of the people coming into that space?
Yeah, I think collision is an interesting word. I'm seeing more collaboration than collision, but I'm finding that people who even in
collision doesn't have to mean a bad thing.
I know. It sounds like a car crash. I can't get it out of my head when you say collision. But I'm noticing people who are really talented and got very specific talents that are able to come together. Like, I mean, we've got 3 of the people who have seats of digital marketing capacity, and every single one of them, they swap ideas and they do things, and whether they're doing literal collaborations or not, it's epic to see it in the room. But one of the things that I see really useful about co-working spaces, and I don't think a lot of people get this yet, is the access to resources. So like at our co-working space, our whole mission is to make the entrepreneur's life easier, whether it's a startup or whatever sort of innovation it might be. And we've done everything we humanly can. Like we're just finishing off the icing on the cake of building a podcasting room. We're building a couple of filming studios. We're doing all this stuff and investing in the infrastructure so people can just literally come in and leverage for one small fee everything, and the costs in business are huge if you have to go out and buy all the different individual pieces. I mean, this is a beautiful mic. This mic, if everyone had to go buy one, it's not scalable, and we're in a sharing economy. It makes sense to work in community environments where you have access to everything, including all of our members, they, like included in their fees, they can run events, we'll promote their events, like all sorts of cool stuff, and we're doing everything we can to like lower the bar on it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love how you're doing that in a collaborative manner and supporting the community. So the size of the businesses that are coming in are, one-man bands, is there any multiple size, so multiple people teams?
The biggest ones are about 3 employees right now. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. There's some that have bigger teams offshore.
Yep.
But there's a balance. The biggest ones, like we've got one customer specifically who I'm thinking of that has 3 here in Australia, and they come and work with them sometimes as well.
So that's led that perfectly for my next question was, do you think that this is the future of work, to have disparate teams around the world where you have maybe a few working here, a few working there, maybe some working from home? The digital nomad culture is upon us. Do you believe that's happening in Tweed Heads?
Tweed Heads is a huge e-change destination location because the costs are small. Like if you, like someone living in Broadbeach, you can rent a certain level of property. You could live in a beachfront apartment in Cooley Tweed for a minimal amount of that cost, and then you can access, you can spend more money on your startup. So there's economies of scale in living in locations like Tweed, but I think we're really still defining culture, and when it comes to working in entrepreneurship, and I think rather than us being in any specific phase, I'm just noticing that we're all scratching our own itch. And for some people, that's lifestyle, 20 hours a week, laptop lifestyle. For some people, it's like ambitious, dangerous, risky projects, and some it's like different things. But I think the most important thing is to scratch your own itch, and then whatever we do next in the entrepreneurial community, we just have to figure out how to do it with like tons more empathy. Like we have to care more. And there's too many people out there that say they care as a front and a marketing spiel, and it's not good enough.
Yep. Some very valuable words there from Rossco Paddison from, what's the co-working space?
Profit Spaces.
Profit Spaces at Tweed Heads, Wharf Street, Tweed Heads. Sorry, I can't remember the address. It's a stone's throw from some of the most stone's throw from some of the most famous beaches in the world. You guys, hey, could actually set up your business there and be a digital nomad, work from home, and a bit from there.
Or start a $1 billion startup.
There you go. Work with anybody around the world because the infrastructure is available if you're smart. So, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you again soon.